and inside today edition, we therefore can talk about governance reform in the country and how for strengthening democratic institutions and accountability, and how, of course, we the citizens will be able for participate. And for sake of that topic here, we go talk to Edmund Cole, when at the head of district delivery na IGR, when Institute of Governance Reform, I see they can tell you all about that. And of course, recently we also suicide and pool and report all of the discussions they are inside this special program for you today. We will bring this edition come to you. My name is Patricia Kabia.
And Mina Fatma Sabangura.
So do it for the next 1 hour. Remember, say you they get me live on the Facebook page, and of course you also they get me now with TikTok account. And at the end of the week, you get forget a repeat of this program now with YouTube page. Good morning and welcome to Women's Voice Online TV.
Good morning. And I hope
Yes.
you for here today.
Yes. So this is the first time, of course, we get a culture now where we dey get a new guest. He dey tell we waiting the institution they do, and before we come to the discussion proper.
Okay, thank you very much. And so the Institute for Governance Reform, well, most people can call IGR for short, because it's nine common for most people. Na a multidisciplinary organization, na a think tank organization.
Okay.
Where we say think tank, na place where we know they ever run out of ideas. We get different type of things that we think, but mainly we get for do with governance and how the country they run, how government they run the country, and also we also can look at how citizens and SSF they contribute to that one day, not only the government side but also the demand side as well. Within citizens and citizens then say get a responsibility
Yes.
for make sure say then contribute their own part for make sure say the government able for doing work.
Okay.
So we can look at all them things and basically people and more don't know we research it we don't they do. And then because when you talk about IGR for most people it's about research. And then yes, which is number one, because research they guide anything we do. I think it's important for note say in this day and age, gone are those days when you can just want for say something without you not get any proper evidence. So and that now one of the key things and the basis we make we dey do a survey or research for make you get the data, we go help for inform what we they say. Even if not the problem, not to because somebody say am, but we, at least who say for do we own findings for a certain say yes, for be sure say what you talk, now the problem, and at the same time try for get solutions and make recommendations to government or GTBR as them, we go able for change that narrative they will want for change. So in a nutshell, IGR they work on different things and beyond the research also again, I think it's important for make a note say IGR also can go a step further also for help for implement programs them, not only for just get the research and take them and put on a shelf, but implement project them for see how we can able for solve them problems that we come out from the reports then they. Yeah, and whether in terms of education, in terms of the private sector, all of them things and we can always try for engage the one that we responsible for make we change the narrative then they.
Okay, so una recently launched Salon Development Scorecard.
Yes.
So and inside that development scorecard, I found out say Boku government you say una say governments the targets about little or no progress. I mean, we means say una include 3 failures way for be Sierra Leone as a concern. And why una target some of the areas in the then 3 basic areas in the Sierra Leone as a one for no, because we really concerned. Me and genuinely I not be go through all the reports really. I just be the pick some highlights them no more inside the report.
Okay, so let me start by saying this SDSC, as for short as we can call her, Salon Development Scorecard. Now something where we don't happen before. Previously, if people the family and they pay attention, we launched what we call the biometer, and this is not to something we new. Like for say, now we just tag them to President Bill. In fact, if you look at the global landscape, you see say we don't happen in other countries. Like for example, Senegal, where we get the former president of Senegal, we get Sal meter. I mean, you get Biden meter in America. All of the things that they happen. So it's not like you just want for attach your name because of a salon. So this thing, biometer, we don't launch them before when President Bio doing the first time they doing campaign promise system. So that was why you find out you get the name biometer, because we try for keep track of what he campaign on,
Okay.
if how it they deliver them, if they deliver them or not they deliver them. But you find out say with the trend of things, and fortunately it don't become president. So when it don't become president, then campaign promises then they don't transform into the MTNDP, the Medium Term National Development Plan. So that's why you think say if you want for track and those things all get for do with they relate to the SDGs and the global things and what you want for see develop as a country. So you start out say if you want to capture the things and where they happen, the reality in the country and how development they take place, it's important that you not limit onto one particular policy when at the biometer, but look at the the entire development landscape in the country. That was how it transformed from the biometer to the saloon development core card.
Okay.
So I just think I need for make that one day let family understand. Now we don't get this SDS, this core card. We dey look at waiting and waiting day inside the medium term national development, when are the development framework, whether they basically on the lap of MOPED, that are the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development. So then things are where we do. So since most of them promise don't transform into then development actions there, so we try for look at them, say, okay, now let we see how it don't promise say it don't they do them, if it don't they happen or it not they happen, we need for rate them. And if find again people and no say when we do the ratings there, so we do a mixed method of scoring the development targets or goals there. So when you look at it, it involves all sectors, from education to health to youth to justice, all. In fact, easier from if you go there, because most people sometimes are just the key things that they can watch. But you find if you go there, sdscsl.org, you're able for take watch all of the sector then, and able for see all out of the how the development from each sector don't they happen from last government to now to the President Bio in time up to date. We score the scoring where you talk about. We get different scoring levels. You get achieve when at the green. If you think say that if you look at the score for she say what it be promised on this, for example, clean water and sanitation, if you don't perform or what in right, not what we say now what them put na the framework. If you think say you don't achieve them up to date, because some then they up to 2030. But we can't score for 2030 because we are not yet in 2030. So to date, we look at waiting in right, the progress we don't make, the outcomes there, waiting if you don't achieve them. So now based on the green na achieve, you get amber when minimal progress. You get gray where not too much not happen. Then you get the red when either we not get no evidence for support time or it's told. So that the different rating around and day. When you look at them things and they, it'll give you the actual picture of any particular sector. And by the way, the results and the thing that they will use for score, not to say that IGR only just sit down and write them. We look at you draw data then from different angles. We all know say, for example, the World Bank, they always can pull, then get their own data, do then say their own study.
Yeah.
Then can publish economic outlook. There's different things that they would they publish for make you get data. UNICEF, they publish different data there on education, on health, and then things then they nutrition, so many things and then they publish. So look at all draw influences from then sources then they. Not only the one way IGR look. Then we also look at even the government themselves their own. For example, in education. You look at the ASC, the annual school census. You look at the what's it again? The data, the EMIS, the data system. All of the information they will put. We look at IGR self research what we can do. Look at the state of education. We get what we call the SDI, the Service Delivery Index, where they look at the delivery of services in both education, health, different sectors. Them. And the thing is, the thing for important for us is that let's see what they do. It's across the country they do their research and not only for one particular district.
Okay.
It cover even the hard to reach areas where you think say people are not to go Bien, Falaba, Mongo, we they go there. if I were to say we not only enumerate or they go even meet yourself when we do their work in there, we they go to the field aside from also monitoring in the office. So I think for me we get a broad understanding of that SDSC. So now all of them data things and they will look, then result, then they will say, okay, we put together, we try for score them now on what they don't do. If now so you should say they do for clean water, how you what you don't do for make you don't get that. You don't get the treatment facility, almost community, they don't get access to water. All of them things then they. So now that's basically the SDSC debate. But one important thing I think also one for mention back again is that it also because what would they do also they consider a citizen's voice, a citizen's feedback. It also get a message box where you can go, you can watch, browse, do anything you want for do with the data. Something that if you're not sure, you can always write to we can always reply you, or even if something we think we need for looking into, we can look into them and then get back to you because we value citizens their concern, their voice, and the things that we go make the SDSC become better. And if I want to add, it's a living tool. When I mean a living tool, it's something where once we don't update and this time, it not mean say it not get for change. So if you think say you get data, say you think say you want for challenge IGIM, come forward with your data. It's something where we can sit down and look at. Then if you think say there's a correction to we could make them. But so like we want for make people continue for interact with them. Yeah. So it's something we can get for continue for the updates and also make I also mention that it's something where we also engage with the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development. Like I tell you initially, it's something within at the lab, now they get development when it comes to them, now their own responsibility than they.
Okay.
We always try for see how we can able for support.
But then again, inside the report, una findings say implementation remain one major problem. You know, it's why if you say Sierra Leone, we good at producing policies, but we're very poor in delivery.
Well, I think say then it's a very for people because I think that that's one of the things that we always will make with they bring them tears with they flag them because you where I think say get the responsibility for make sure say this particular thing it happen. I think you say get for play your own part. We understand again there are times challenges then can they, but it's important that we citizens they want for see waiting at the efforts where you don't make, waiting at the things the way you don't do for make sure say if you are tasked with a particular responsibility, then they happen. Yeah? But if I make will say I suppose for go and supply educational materials now so but because government not get money so unable for supply na kubola. But yes, money not there, but there are other things you could do. There are other sectors there where you think, say, I'm just giving an example, not picking on any the education sector. I mean, you can always network. There are stakeholders. We get partners in education. For example, you must get whether it's UNICEF, whether it's CIS or other CSOs, organizations working in the education sector. You can always lobby with them, work with them, talk to them. Oh, we are supposed to deliver this, but we get vehicle breakdown. We're not able to do this, but how you can come in and support? So I think those are the things that citizens that want to see, rather than the excuse say because of this, I'm able to do this. But I think say if we all continue for put that effort there, things will change. Even though it might not be 100%, but then say little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. So that small strides so you make, it will help we forget USA one for day. So now make we say what we can bring out the issues that USA thinks they happen way supposed to happen. Not to say now bad intention we get or mean say we just want for call out people them. But I think it's important to make we all work together and see how we can get a solution. For me, I think certain challenges they are not ever done in life. Challenges always there. But I think the important thing we note and how we as citizens or as public servants or as people in authorities, how we can able to step up and say, okay, I've been there, I there so today, but tomorrow I'm not going at this position. Waiting at the thing where I don't do the efforts then, the where I don't make for change this narrative, the business as usual. But she see when I been there, I try for push ABC instead of for just continue for play the blame game, the blame game. If it's money, we know money is money not available all the time. Yeah.
All right, so based on all wetin you don explain, because over the years, this not the first report una don
Yeah.
pull. Over the years, na don dey pull so many reports. So let me look how you go able assess this particular report and compare to the previous one then.
Well, I will tell you, for every set of reports, every sector gets what they do. And I think say progress they made on different levels. On this one, if you look at no one sector, I'm not gonna say any particular sector don't do well. That's why I'd always encourage people go there and try for click on the achieve. The only thing you go say probably the achieved, it's not much. The one that we score green when achieved, it's not much for now, probably. But I think it's important again for make we know say that even we look at the minimal progress, you see say opportunity citizen public officials they're not to make strides for push in that area. And one good thing I could tell you for this scorecard is important because now people are expecting okay, there's this scorecard. So you always want to compare and see all the one there with what we say and with other people and say, well, we are yet to see that some other one that we score. We look at real outcomes the way we look at, we are yet to see that. I mean, not me say not go happen because I think say, even other ministries necessarily they work on something. But at the moment, as is available. So I think it's important for I need for mention back again say when we do this, some people be they get things say we just want for blast. But like always, we at IGI, we not believe in that. We not believe in just blasting government. No, that's not to be your aim. In fact, going to the media and just talking. We'll go to the media and get positive discussions rather than other people will go say, no, you for don't talk bad, but this talk bad. No, we not believe in that one day. I think that's why we believe in working with government for changing narrative.
Yeah.
So
Because I just want to ask, in all of this, how now they work with the government and the ministries them for make sure say all the problems them or the challenges they want to highlight in the ministries them for that they able work in line with the recommendations them want to.
I can give you a very good example of one good thing for making say this scorecard it already don't begin to do a good work. When we publish them, when we launch them, one I don't call him one particular ministry, they look at them and say, wow, this is very good. In fact, one and say don't make ministries MDAs them, they on their toes. If they be they relax, not of time for relax again. Because don't forget, people they watch, people they observe, people they note. So when you go out for come and tell we ABC, then we not say, not to so we see another report. So you can't tell me now, let we assess you now on them things and they. Another key thing or example also I want to make is that one of the ministries then call me and say, oh, this thing we wanna publish. I think yes, una right. Even though we don't move past whose side we did. But I think the responsibility there with we will fail for update them. So these are the key things and way the successes of the SDSC. So because people well for whatever reason I don't know whether they not be able for do them or they forget or they relax, whatever way you can say them. But I think this don't become an eye opener now that if you don't do what you're supposed to do, if you not update your system, because we got system the way. If you go there, you look at when the last update time, it's been over a year. And people like you always want data for support their work. So that's why people are always can call IGI the amount of calls that we can receive for day on different things that what would they do. And you know, we can only do as much as we can able to do. Because doing the research here, it's not easy, it costs a lot of money. They can tell you, and we will not target one particular sector of part of the city. We try to make sure we reach as far as the far end of the country. That's why we get enumerators. We get a pool of enumerators all over, and we get organizations that we work with across the country, all the 16 districts in a salon. So that's what we can say. So that's why for get any data, at times it can be very difficult. So that's why even when we something and the way we not get, we always get for partner with the authorities. Like I mentioned, so you see, we get World Bank, UNICEF data, and when we do this, we engage them that this is a practice we want for continue and one for work together on this, so that we go always the share. And one thing I think is important also for note that the ministries them they always in fact they get a better opportunity standing and way, because for all of this what we do, they get M&E in all ministries. If I'm not if I'm not mistaken, all the ministries them. So and then gets it's just like a phone call away for call and say, oh, waiting at the data we get for this, that so that they can able for update them. Unlike we get for the also network with the other entities than they. So I think it's something where we always work together, and then we go on for see continue and make people and nothing say we just want to call them out for because they know they do well. But it's also an opportunity for you for look back and say no, this particular area I'm not doing well here, but I think I need for step up. Just like the other agency we can say we call if I not to just one, I just refer to one. Yeah, we call and say okay, no, I think I'm going to do better, or I'm going to send you this data so you can update and it reflects. And like I say, it's a living tool. A living tool. Not mean say wait on this so we're not going for update. As and when we get the data, with the updates.
All right. So public participation are key when it comes to when they get the data as them. Earlier on, you therefore talk say when I can go Mongo as far as Mongo and Kobo as safe.
Yeah.
Now the far end of the country. Doing way when I can get them data anyway, when I can collect them data and to the people in the after when I don't get everything, when I don't launch the report na free turn here. When I can go back to the people and go tell and say, well, now this and this now they inside the reports, at least make themselves make una get them feedback.
Yes. For answer you, yes, I will start with a yes. And go further for say. I mentioned say when we launch this scorecard, we don't get several engagements. And on different levels.
Okay.
One, I mentioned say with the ministry when then you work around in development. So you know they say like for saying I reach on. Even before we launch them, we go slow engage with them. Make yes, for making you know so we want to do. So now you know see like one for ambush or something. No, that's not we intention. Yeah? So we do that day. Come on, we can't talk about the donors then. When we get the donors then, we engage them for make them know say this is not something we want to do. Because necessarily get data then. Not to, like I said, we're not going to do collect all data. It's not just possible. So that's just get their data they wouldn't collect. So we can always link with them and then say share with we. That's another level where we get a meeting with them. We present them to them. Then say and they applaud and say it's a very good thing. Commodity. When we also launch them, we get all the ministers, always we should look at the SDSC, they are all invited to that. And people make feedback from the government and the civil society, the donor landscape, they all were engaged. So that's not one level. I don't talk about 3 different sets. Like going to the district. I mentioned say we cover all the district them, not alone 16 district. Fortunately for we are one of we thank them a means of working who think say they don't work positive for we. And we get a very good relationship with the councils, fortunately for we, the local councils. That's all in all the district them. So what we can do, we also get not only the councils but organizations them, not the district them, not then district them. So we always work with them. So this just a few days ago we get CSOs there when we get a meeting with them now McKinney. We all of them things here, so we discuss and see how the SSF can able for go and ensure that they engage stakeholders them. You know me say we say not get for go, but we always try for get a plan with wherein whatever we don't do, whatever launch we don't do in our free tongue, we cascade them to the districts. And so we get representatives and where would they work with, where they make sure say we don't send, in fact the message don't go before even they reach. Because just yesterday we were on the phone with them, and even they send we photos and reports of the engagement with the councils. Then of course we can always plan we engagement at the district at a bigger level, a different level, because we are right now as I talk to you, there are plans ongoing which will get for go engage then district then they. And it's not only about the SDS, it's only also about other reports that we don't do. So that's why I say, so whatever we dey do, we not only they stop them at the national level or at Freetown level. Because we believe say the people that we there under themselves will get and say, and themselves will contribute, waiting and think, waiting and feel, and for make themselves know what we they do, we work as IGL.
During the process where una dey meet with the ministries, they are telling say na then find you say una don't get. At any point, no the way then go on for try for compromise una work.
Compromise?
Yes, as in maybe una don't find very very hard truth about the ministry where una want for tell we the public.
I will tell you, say, they're all professional people, that I can tell you. So I think waiting at the important thing to note is that those people always themselves get the new work with them they do, and then get the new data where they can generate. So I think that's why we make it clear, say, it is possible that sometimes waiting with the update now, you don't get them. Sometimes you don't get the updated one, but you don't make available to we. So you get the responsibility for make them available to we. I think that's one good thing we establish. So it's not about the compromise in the sense that because this is bad, so we know they put on the as bad. No, that's not the thing. The good understanding and relationship we get is that we go work together and share data with una. We say we get and share with una when we say because that's for us. That's something we always do. When we collect we data. We know the keep on to ourselves. We always the share to everybody, to other concerned, and as well as the public. So I think that's important for make say when then gets then we'll give, and when we self get then can always give at the same time. We all on the same page, and the public will see them now the dashboard for to say now this don't happen or now this still not happen. No, if it not still not happen, you go see and because for anything change, evidence for sure says something don't happen. So it's not about you coming to tell me that I don't do this so. But just change them. No, it's not work like that. Yeah.
So is there una parliamentary performance tracker? Una assess say the work of member of parliament them based on una find this parliament effectively they perform its oversight role. Or we feel una feel say we need further institutional reform inside parliament for assess their work.
Well, I think when you talk of yes, I mean we always want to see a better institutions. Want to see better institutions, and how Parliament we did in the 90s and now it's different. Of course, you must think this progress to happen, definitely. And then of course we are now in a democratic setting, and we they work towards continue to be a better democratic society. Talking about reform is necessary in everyday setting, anything where we do. I mean, no one is perfect. There are things where sometimes they might do. Citizens might not be okay with it. You might look at them from a different perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, so you might always want raise your voice and say, okay, you are doing X, Y, Z, which is good. But I think this one where you want to do, why you not look at them from this particular direction? Where probably will be better than how you could make it become better than what you think. So for me, I think say yes, of course, then they do the work. But reform is something where like continuous process. Just like when you just say change. Change, it's a continuous, like permanent something. It continue. It continue. You know once, not like when you don't change one, then it just stop it. So how the system they go, how the country develop one they go, how decisions they be made, how they affect the lives of people, and so citizens that will come forward and also give them voices out to any particular issue. Say, okay, you are doing this, but I think whatever you do should consider us first because you are there to represent us.
But Parliament
so I think it's important.
gets oversight committee.
Yeah, again, a parliament gets oversight committees for different all the I think most of the or if not
For
all
all the
the entities
ministries them.
ministries, yes, you get all. So I think so they also get the which then don't they I think say they don't they perform. But I think in the performance of that, like I say, it depends on how the citizens they look at them. So if you think say they are performing their duty, but then probably not to the level where you think or issue the way you think say they are not addressing, citizens then can always come
So
out and call them.
una want for advocate for the parliament go dey include the citizen in the hearing or whatever activities wey dey happen at the well of parliament so that we go know wetin really dey happen.
I think this is something where we don't dey happen long, not to today. We don't dey do that day.
Okay.
Interestingly, I think um for make you know, we get something we call they're gonna palsy sonnet.
Yeah, persistent.
Exactly. We na an entity way in fact don't try for make parliament open. I mentioned that because IGR is also part of that. So it's not just like na one particular organization. So and I think say things that don't they happen we make we don't see say citizens then they become involved so into the to hearings them into committees them PSCs they work when like, you appoint people them because we don't see where they always call if you get something issue make you think say this person they don't nominate them you think say HE or whoever or HE don't nominate them think say once we get something we make enough for go through come out and I think say we really need for pay attention more and continue for do more engagement I think say in that light because it's the engagement the openness that you will see yes it has started previously I know the whole brief for parliament, but I think say that's what I mentioned. Say the previous parliament and now difference day you they see, and those are the changes the way we want for see. If you can remember, some time ago, IGI been also published a report we get for the parliament. So people be they call us say, hey, IGI don't do this, IGI don't do that. I mean we don't talk bad, but it's not about bad. It's about waiting people and saying and people they response. And I think say parliament also they listen. Well, they at least don't begin listening. I can give you another example again. We published some time ago on we will take attendance on parliamentary sittings, members of parliament, where we published attendance tracker. So where you say for automate parliament attendance in the sense, I mean, you get the system, a device, when you come, you clock in. So we know almost member of parliament there. They come today, they come on time, and indeed they do the work where the citizens and send them for. When you publish a report, people will be not for do so, not for do this. I mean, you are not being getting our data correct. But then when we request for certain things, it not be even available. So down the line, I think probably a year, almost a year or so, we hear that same talk they begin come up back again. Now the authorities in our parliament say it's something we then go look into for automate because you find out say citizens will complain and then you see say when they can get in sessions then some like for example the president's speech where he can get state opening when you can look at some the debates you can see say some seats are virtually empty so that's public knowledge not to say na thing we na secret so I mean at some point the speaker herself become more and say why members MPs are not attending so it's we say we need to consider that thing there for make sure say we keep an attendance tracker to make parliament. So these are they tell you some of the things the way we do, where we not just sit down we do them, but like that's what I say when I think tank. So with a lot of ideas, you might not be thinking of it, but we get the angle where we look at them, we can always come out. And somehow, some way, somehow, you can see it can fall into the ears of the authorities. Necessary can find something for
We mean say every institution need external audits.
Yeah, of course, those are something, and I think say those are basic things that we can always do. Of course, they can always get internal, external. Yeah, but I think it's important for make you know, I think waiting organizations, institutions, and what they do, be it private or government or whatever, you always go for do a self check. Look at yourself first, not because we not always in external people that audit or they can come. But if you always get the opportunity, the ability for do a self audit of yourself, you will just go able for know who you lack, beside the challenges then they, you no need for wait for somebody out for can tell you. So when you do that one day, it'll help you for become a better person, a better institution, and see who side the problem they and try to amend them. But if you see them, they do their reviews then they check. Some institutions then they get after some time, whether it's government or private, then they get what they can call retreat. Some people then get how they can call them reflection meeting or whatever. They can go back and say, okay, we don't do from this start of the year from January to December, we don't do all of this. What we can sit down and look back. Where did we get it wrong? Where do we get it right? What could have been done better? What do you think we can do for change what we do? So I think that they're always important. So like, we encourage people always for look at the things and they can help for make them become better institutions. We go make help for change the things the way we can find out say this thing not they work well.
Yeah, so I remember just after one of the puller on our reports regarding parliament say they know they go sitting. Just after that I see the speaker instead be making announcements then at the well, and now they call register. And now they call register of members of parliament and when them present before they go inside the chamber for go sit. But away from that, let me look into the leadership skill. Waiting you feel say when it comes to the oversight committees them na parliament, because again then self gets a great role they play when it comes to national development, because now then they oversees the ministry, department and agency them. Feel say like una for work hand in hand, we are in where they go for oversight, at least they for go with one of una, because I even made for understand una self get office na parliament, we are in una get a space there. Feel say una for work hand in hand when it comes to the oversight function of parliament.
Yes, I think so. Yes, that's something we don't do work like indeed like you mentioned. We do work with policy so that and then they get and also today we don't work with parliament for long. Right? They don't work with another organizations. Don't work with parliament for long. So yes, indeed, we get good relationship with them. And I think say yes, when you talk of oversight is very important. And then in fact it can help for make you spot out issues in other institutions and they way before even then audit themselves they come, or even before anything they blow out of proportion. I think that they're very important, and important for making say the CSO wing also they try to engage parliament on that. That's something where I would say the engagement will be done they happen where even done they said not happen before. But I think we only continue for engage we make sure say it continue for happen, because it's very very much important that citizens, organizations, civil society organizations continue for be watchdog of waiting to happen as for help the parliamentary oversight committees, because they play a very good work when our watchdog as well. Not only like for say take them to go take over the role, no, but also help them can also be help for be citizens' voice. So waiting citizens and they say go contribute and say okay, you don't look at it from this angle, from your own parliamentary angle, but for us as citizens, this is what we feel. This is how it affects we then at the gun. We were not able to get for afford 3 square meals a day. So I think that's an important, but it's an engagement going forward. Go like we say, if you say something not the right, they go take arms for fact. To judge you is better than war. So even when we don't fet we end up back in a dialogue. So that's something we always continue for do. For make sure they see the reason, the importance for you say, you guys need to continue working with us and for make say help una for solve them problems there. So and when we do I can just mention that's why we believe in working through organizations. CSOs. When we do we programs in the district. Organizations we don't train them, we don't ensure that we don't introduce them to different levels of working with them. I mean, in terms of the relationship with the stakeholders at the district level, we for make sure we also they help for monitor waiting they happen, because I can give you for example when we go to the district them for example, the for go monitor, there was a project we do on support SMC school management committees. The school authorities, the SQAs, school quality assurance officers, they're not able for go target all. Then this some this is a very big take it this electron really. Then challenges then they
Yeah.
government get bokutin for do. I know they talk for government, mind you, but that's something always there is the government get a lot of for do. So probably because that SQ might not able for go monitor yanda, we organizations that we can easily access the give report, compare notes to them authorities we can able for now anything happen, we can able for flagger. For example, one side in also Namoyamba when some years ago when the school begin there. You find out say when heavy rain come, destroy the school. School not there again. Picking them not there. So because of who they go and go monitor, citizens them, we able for bring and come up to the district. And it's able for take them up and then channel them to side for channel them. So at least the picking them, I'm going to find somewhere, if not another school and go with it first, or outside and go able for make sure so they get a learning until that structure they get for do another one, or they get for get provision for them. So those are some of the key things that were important where citizens then they help for do, not only leaving it to the government.
Yeah. So in what make I be asked you need for work with Parliament when it comes to the oversight committee, because if I maybe side me, I think na only one committee, like when they go on oversight, they go with civil society, that na the public accounts committee, na the only committee and the way they work with civil society organizations, so thing. But this reports we on our launch, how it go benefit women them na the country?
Interesting, like I say, it look at all sector, not only one particular area. So when if you go inside there, you go look at thing that we get for do with gender issues. We also not only woman but outside also you think say equal opportunity for the not only one particular woman, outside man for the I'm not just single out any particular sector. But I think it also touch on them thing and the so that's why you find out if much is not being done in that area, you will see either minimal progress or red, either stalled or not achieved. You will see the way it will be flagged. And if you and interesting thing I want for make also note that this thing you talk about women them, you want to see how women them be don't they perform or how the promises that we don't make, whether women they don't they do well, give women positions, women take position of authority, whether women then the support, whether women then the left behind. One key thing for note, but this SDSC, it gets an AI functionality. Very important for make. All this question you ask, so easy for make you triangulate. By that I mean, you can go, you click on the trend analysis, what we call it, na the SDSC. So, family can just go sdscsl.org. Try for use the tool. Try for search. You go able for do all of these things while they talk so. The AI functionality they help you for know in 2018 to 2023. You want for compare trends. Almost women then, for example, don't get positions for opportunity. You go on a particular sector, you click on. Almost women you think say as long as that data they available, because you know we are talking about data.
Exactly.
As long as it's available, you go get the analysis. You go know if women don't do well now, if the promises way the public make, if women not do well now or still need for do more, whether a minimal progress, all of that needed. So it's easier for make we know. This count for help we for make we know. Say this person wait till they talk, it do am or in what they do am. So not only present day, but with the look and back, how far you don't come out, and things that we don't roll over until present day. So I think it's important for make we know go back and check. Like I said, I not give you from the top of me a particular sector because it cuts across for all sector. Woman the benefits were not for one particular sector. It cuts across whether in terms of responsibility or whether in terms of waiting that they do or whether in terms of the recognition, whether in terms of the percentage in the parliament, all of that on different levels. Yeah. So we can able for check that one there.
Okay, so as time done a bit, we of course earlier on you touch on citizen participation, but I want to take you to the accountability side. You know, citizen participation are one of the pillar of good governance. As soon as done they help for promote good governance. Beyond voting every 5 year, we can vote. Wetin are the practical role wey you fit say ordinary Sierra Leoneans dem go play for promote accountability?
I think say it's important for one we as Sierra Leonean for make we know say na one salon we get. We no get other salon. And for make we know say we say get a responsibility for do wetin we suppose for do as citizens of Sierra Leone. So we always talk about civic participation, but not for just participate for vote no more. But also you get responsibility for be that change where you want for be. We get something like that's why we come up with something where we also launched recently where we call roots running out of time salon. We're very important that therefore do it citizens participation and citizens responsibility. Roots they talk of running out of time salon, that's the acronym. It's a campaign we also they try for promote. We get different organizations there across the country, whether you be keke riders, you be bike riders, you be that post with the economic office, you be SLPP, the APC. We no one for know whose party you belong. As long as you intention that for make sure say you see salon go to another level. Be the change we want for see. Where you see you as a citizen not take it the inside motorcar, you take some the dirty, you throw in a street. You should get a responsibility for do that one day. No go sit down and go say because you want this position, you get a connection, you go you bribe for service for make you get that position there. You as citizens get for change all the narrative then they. And not forget, now we the same citizens and back again they say this country here, it know they develop, it know they go before. But how you think say this country go develop if me and you not contribute for change the narrative? That make we say running out of time. We don't run out of time. We don't look at from 1961 up till date. We say if we don't develop us so yes, the war come and everything. But thank God we don't come up from that phase. We always say never again. We don't want to go back to that. But what you they do as a citizen for make sure say all of them they change. You say get the responsibility. Talk to your company, make sure say do the right thing for support government. When I say for pay you tax, pay you tax. Because the only way you pay you tax, now in government go able to get money for run the country. Because if you not pay your tax, they will go complain say, hey, government not give you like not get money, not give you light. Government not give you markets. But those small things that you see as small things important. If you not do your own part, just like if you not vote, you not register for vote, how you want for complain now say, hey, this government they do bad, they know they do what you expect. But at the end of the day, you will get an opportunity for contribute you say for changing narrative. You not do one. So you as citizens, try for be the good person. Be the change where you want for be. Now that good to see. We run out of time for all of them things and for bad contracts, for bad things where they happen. You a public official where you in an office. No say, I get a responsibility for serve God and my conscience and country. Not only for another for there permanently, but also tomorrow what they wait and will judge me on what I do. We give example can give on the contract the toll road report we pull, where we know say citizens then they pay the money, but they do it on the inside. We expect also government for doing inside. Where we know say the toll road, the money we then say for the toll road, the money don't even come out. But at the same time, we expect those in authority where they negotiate their contract then they, them bad contract then they for seek the interest of the citizens. Because now me and you they pay for that contract day. And where what's get for happen now, we are in the situation we are in, we don't pay for the road done, but the people that they operate the Chinese then get 20 almost several years left. What thing get for happen to that day? So we encourage everybody say we are running out of time. And when you dey in positions of authority for negotiate on behalf of the country, do in good faith for make sure say you will be judged when the judge you tomorrow, you will be judged say, okay, you do something very good and go remember you. So as citizens, it's a mixed bag. Citizens get their own, but but also authorities in government get their own for do. We all change the narrative then they we go Salon go develop. Salon go be the paradise we want for see. You go be the America. We want for see. We can imagine with all the minerals them, we still a complain back again. When you get the minerals then they communities and they're not the benefits of the minerals and from where we they go school yeah, kono diamonds and all of that. When you go na kono, you go on for ask say, what really don't happen? Then the minerals we don't come on here so people then they were in charge, waiting them we don't do. When you're in authority, don't forget that part. We want people to join the Roots campaign. You can go to the Roots website, rotsl.org, join the campaign for make we ensure that citizens you can be an ambassador for Roots, where you can get projects in your community, whether it's you want to ensure that drugs, you stop drugs in your community, all that any part of the campaign. If you want to see that you help for clean the community every day, all that any part of the Roots campaign. Yeah. Okay. So we encourage everybody to make sure say we be the change and also we do our own part. We expect the authorities and duty bearers for also do their own part.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It was really nice hosting you. We appreciate it. In name Edmond Cole and in at the end of this delivery na IGR as we don't talk about governance reform inside the country and for strengthening democratic institution. We don't talk about the accountability and that of the citizen participation. One for appreciating our region we inside today edition and stay glued for tomorrow as we'll come up with another edition of Tea Time right here on Women's Voice Online TV. We will be bringing this edition come to you. My name is Patricia Carrier.
And me na Fatima Tabangura.
One for say tata and stay tuned tomorrow.